Hey yo, it's the bid here. We back with a Sunday six pack. I'm gonna do something a little different because I don't want these videos to be too long. I am only gonna go over my anytime touchdown plays in these videos. If you actually read the article, it's on our subreddit r/ Battle of the Bets. I'll give you 6 game picks. This week I gave you 10 player props. I'll put this in the link in the description. But we post there all the time. But for today, I'm only going to focus on anytime touchdown. I'm using FanDuel to show you this. A lot of this stuff is actually done on DraftKings. So I would check between DraftKings, FanDuel, PointBet, and Caesars. I generally play DraftKings or FanDuel, just familiarity with them. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of tidbit of why I'm picking X, Y, and Z, and you stick with it, okay? So first one, we're gonna go into the Atlanta game. The TD scorer I like in this game is Algier. The reason I like Algier is everyone's big on Bijan Robinson. I think Bijan Robinson is great. What Algier gives them is consistency, and what we're seeing with different NFL teams is they like that red zone back that gives them consistency. Algier showed last year he can be that. He got a rushing touchdown in the first week at almost 2-1 odds. I feel like against a really soft Green Bay Packer defense and complemented by an incredible O line on the Atlanta side, this is a great play here. Everyone's going to be on this right here. I just don't see him getting the red zone carries. Like, I think he could take it to the house on any carry or even any catch, but I don't see it there. So I'm going to go Algier because I like the odds here. Next game, we're going to go to Chicago. You can get better odds on this. I really like Rachaad White here. Again, Chicago's rush D is terrible. You just saw uh, Aaron Jones just destroy them last week. I know Rachaad White proved that he was the RB1 last week. I think Tampa Bay is actually a little bit better than we thought. They'll be able to move the ball on them. I like Rachaad White in the end zone. I mean, in the red zone. I think there's good value here. I think you can get him at like plus 105 on DraftKings. So I would do that. Next up, we are going to go to Seattle and Detroit. David Montgomery. This is the only negative money play I'm going to give you. The reason I think David Montgomery is the guy over Jahmyr Gibbs is the Seahawks do not have a good rush defense. We saw with Jamal Williams last year what Detroit likes to do in the red zone. Montgomery took Jamal Williams' spot. He got the rushing touchdown last week. They're going to bang him on in the 5. You know, they're going to run 3 times straight down there. I think that's a high probability right there. So I'm going to give you that David Montgomery. Then I'm going to skip this one. I mean, if I was going there, I'd probably go Josh Allen, but I don't think there's any value there. No value really in this game either. Most people are going to go Derrick Henry. I think Derrick Henry probably gets a touchdown, but I'm guessing his odds are astronomical. Most people don't realize that the Colts are I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator or the head coach. I think it's the head coach. Came from Philly, and he's going to do the same thing he did with Jalen Hurts. Anthony Richardson is like a poor man's Jalen Hurts. So he got a rushing touchdown last week. I think he's getting one again this week at plus 160. I think that's a lock. I want to say he's 185 at DraftKings, so I would definitely go there. Makes no sense to me that you're going to get positive money on this when they've shown, A, they don't have a goal line back. I know Zach Moss is coming back, but Zach Moss is trash. They don't have a goal line back. B, they're going against one of the worst rush defenses in the NFL. C, I think they're probably going to be playing from behind, but it's a pretty close game. So I don't think he's going to get scripted out. So I love plus 160 on that. Next up, Baltimore and Cincy. Baltimore's passing defense their secondary is decimated right now. Jamar Chase did not have a great game last week, though he got a lot of targets. There's no way Burrow has 2 bad weeks in a row. I don't think Burrow's a pack-it-in guy, even though he got paid. I think this is even at DraftKings, so you might want to go there, but I'm definitely locking Jamar Chase in here. Ooh, everyone's going to be on Kelce. I'm not going to go on Kelce. There's no money there. Like Kelce at minus 135, there's no money there. Where there is money is Calvin Ridley at 145. Highly probable that he hits that, but I actually like the Zay Jones play. I think people are going to script for Calvin Ridley. It doesn't make sense that Kirk and Zay Jones are the same. I think Zay Jones past Kirk is the number 2. Big target in the end zone, sure hands, kind of found his footing there. And then I'm a huge Trevor Lawrence fan, so we're going to drop him in there at plus 210. Love the juice there. We're not going to mess with this one. That one doesn't matter. Arizona, terrible against tight ends last year. Darren Waller got all of the targets last week. Darren Waller, new acquisition. They're going to want to prove that it was a smart bring in. Plus 240 is stupid for Darren Waller, especially what he's been able to do throughout his career. I think he's still the same guy. So I love Darren Waller here at plus 240. Jets and Cowboys, we're going to skip that one. The number 2 receiver, if you take one thing from this, the number 2 receiver going against Denver is always a good play for touchdowns because Denver's rush defense is decent, and the Sultan is going to lock down the number 1 receiver here. What I love here is the number 2 guy is Dotson. Where is he in here? Freaking 270. And I think he's over 300 at DraftKings. So DraftKings has better anytime touchdown odds, to be honest. But 270 for a guy that eats in the red zone. Sam Howell's decent. It's going to be a competitive game. They're definitely going to try to lock down McLaurin. So I'm definitely going here on that one. And then what else do we got in here? No, I think I'm just going to stick with that. I don't like anything in this game. Probably Jamal Williams here, but I'm not going to do that. Maybe Pickens here, but I'm not going to do that. So we're going to stick with this 8-legger right here. I'm going to boost it since I have 30%. I'm not actually going to place this because I want to research it, but look at that. $5 on an 8-teamer to win $12,000. So if you're on FanDuel, look for that booster. We're just going to review these again. Algier, red zone, consistent. Love that, especially against this defense. White, number 1 guy, probably getting a massive amount of touches. Aaron Jones smoked the Bears last week. Montgomery is Jamal Williams. Anthony Richardson is Jalen Hurts. Poor man Jalen Hurts. Jamar Chase, this is a revenge play, especially interdivision rivalry. Zay Jones going against Kansas City. I think this is a shootout. I think there's a lot of touchdowns to go around. I love Trevor Lawrence. Zay Jones is a big target. Darren Waller, I don't understand the plus 240 for Darren Waller against a terrible defense, tight end defense. So I think that's a great play right there. And then Dotson, number 2 receiver against Denver. I'm going to be doing that all year, especially when they're guys like Dotson. Like there's a few number 2 receivers that are fringe number 1. Dotson is one of those guys. I mean, we don't even need 50%. If we hit like 3 of 8 here, we're going to be profitable. But hopefully we hit this right here, this 5 to win 12,000. So everyone, check out our article on Battle of the Bets. You'll have gameplays, player props there. Last week we went 12-6. Huge profit last week. I'll continue to do these on a weekly basis. Please, please, please. These take a lot of time to do. So if you're enjoying the content, like and subscribe. And remember, thou shalt cover.